Fucking Dr. Doolittle in the house.
Yeah, I know, right? These dogs definitely wanted to be seen today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Anything Goes podcast.
Fredro.
I'm back,
Yes.
Fredo, me,
Fredo.
one of your hosts, and
Yes.
then we have David once
David.
again, as of always, as of as oh as
As
of
always,
always, as always.
here to entertain your
Uh,
life and educate, or make your youth dumb. Make you feel dumber.
we're really fucking up today.
Yeah. No. I mean, it's raining outside, so we're allowed to
Yeah,
fuck up.
yo, a lot of people were like complaining about this rain over like social media, and like it definitely rained here in Jersey, but like it wasn't even like enough to notice.
Yeah. No.
And
Last Friday
then
was bad.
yeah, and then for people to be like seeing on social media how like it to me on social media it looked like New York was like sinking, like underwater.
Oh no. It was bad. It was bad. I don't know how we survived it, but it was bad. And then yet we have Party Boy Eric Adams leading the charge. Bro, this dude is such a douchebag. He's
Killing it.
he, bro. He's the he. I don't know how he got to become mayor because I don't follow politics at all. But dude is partying in these clubs, partying in these restaurants and shit, and it shows no leader. He feels like there's no leadership with this dude. I'm not getting into a political debate because this is like the very wrong. This is the worst podcast to get into when it comes to political shit.
Yeah, but we always got to give in like our like it's not
Two
even really
cents.
2 cents. It's not even like 2 cents. It's like 1 cent. But
Exactly.
like I feel like he was mostly voted into mayor, right? Because he's the mayor.
Yes, yeah, yes, he is. He's the mayor.
He became the mayor. I feel like mostly because like what I can remember from like his campaign and stuff like that was just like he was gonna make weed like legal in New York, and he
Yeah,
was like
like
really
every other
pushing that.
state. Ooh, every other state was gonna do that.
Yeah, but he was like really like pushing for that, you know. So I feel like that's what kind of like did him in and won him
Did him
over. You
in.
know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, of course, Eric Adams would be the one to do that. He's just, I don't know, man. Just something
I
about him.
feel
Just
like
feels no leadership with him. And
the
then the fucking other guy, De Blasio, just looked like a goofball,
douchebag goofball.
douchebag goofball. Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like the big red, not big red flag for me. I feel like all politicians are like universally dumb.
Not Lauren
Like
Buffer. She's smart. I love her. That's the one that
yeah, but
jacked off that dude.
I feel like when they do stuff, they don't make like people decisions.
They didn't give a shit. They're all
You know,
scumbags.
where I used to work, um, is in Red Hook, and across from where we used to keep all the boats was like the big impound lot down there in Red Hook. And I remember just coming into work, and then about like maybe noontime or maybe like 2 o'clock ish, there was like a whole lot of like media presence over there inside that lot because there was an abundance of like bikes, like confiscated like street bikes and like Harleys and cars and shit like that that have been
Mm-hmm.
like unclaimed for like a very long time. So they were holding it in that lot. And instead of maybe selling those bikes and kind of, doing like a charity thing, like a charity event, or even just raising money by
Mm-hmm.
selling these cars or selling these vehicles and bikes, he just like got a bulldozer and like had a press conference about how they were just gonna demolish all of those cars and like just demolish them on like live TV.
Who?
And
Who
I
was it?
and I Eric
Adams?
Adams, yeah, Eric
Oh,
Adams.
scumbag. Yeah.
And I was just like, that was a very like big missed opportunity to probably like, do some kind of auction or, like just sell
Yeah.
sell it for parts or do whatever. You know what I mean? Just to like make some money. I'm pretty sure they destroyed like
No, these
I
politicians
want to
are
say more
just.
than like 500,000 worth in like vehicles in that lot. It was
Yeah,
like a
no.
lot of shit.
Yeah, no. These politicians are just pleasing and whoever
But that's the
donates to their
thing. That's not
campaign.
really like a people decision because like who are they really pleasing by doing
Nobody's
all of
ever
that?
pleasing anybody.
But that's what I'm saying. Like by doing that, are you pleasing like the other politicians or are you pleasing
No,
like
they're
because
donors.
I'm pretty sure like the regular Joe Schmo like me, would have been like, yo, just sell everything.
Now you're special.
You wouldn't think instead of destroying valuable inventory that you could just like sell it instead of just
Of
like
course,
destroying it all?
of course, but it's all about it's all about land. That's all they cared about. I don't think he cares about auctioning on a. It's all
Yeah,
about the space
but I mean like
and then impressing their
it's
donors.
it's still an impound. Like,
For
you know what I'm
now,
saying?
for
Yeah,
now,
maybe. I mean, yeah, maybe for
it'll
now.
definitely
I
be
mean, I don't know
changed.
what the plans are for
Oh,
it, but
it'll be an apartment complex in like 5 years. Because that's just how this state's going. I'm about to say the country, but that's how New York City is going. Everything's turning into an apartment complex, and then they're gonna raise the rent, and then we're all gonna be gone, and then we're all gonna go to Jersey, like you.
yeah,
What do you think of Usher doing the Super Bowl?
I think it's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, especially Usher coming off of. I mean, I don't know how long his residency is for like Vegas and
Las
stuff like
Vegas.
that, but for him to go from like whatever he was popping, like when he was doing his shit in Las Vegas, he was
He,
definitely getting a lot of media attention,
he was getting. Would you let him
more
do
than
what he
like
does to
anyone
girls?
else.
Would you
Hell
let him do
no,
that to Teresa?
I couldn't.
What? How would you do that?
I
That
don't
would be
think
a
I could
viral moment. What you doing?
put
You
it.
putting your hand out and like, nah, don't touch my woman.
Nah, put it. If I was sitting there in the crowd and we were sitting next to each other, I probably wouldn't be okay with it. But like if she went and it was like an experience, you know what I'm saying, and she did it like by
Like she
herself
went
or
with her
like with her
girls.
friends or whatever, yeah, then I probably wouldn't like be super upset. You know what I
What's the
mean?
difference between the two?
Because I feel like if you see a girl sitting there and like she's obviously sitting next to her man and you're like pulling his girl away, that's kind of disrespectful.
So you're more mad at Usher than you are at Teresa, then your girl.
Yeah, I would be more upset at Usher in that instance.
That's part of the
But then,
show.
yeah, but like if I'm sitting there, I feel like that's kind of like disrespectful to me.
So you don't
Because
you,
because if the shoe was on the other foot, I'm looking for the single ladies. I'm not looking for the lady that's sitting next to a guy that could potentially be her husband or her boyfriend or whatever.
you know, but you can't. But you don't know that. Maybe he think that. Maybe Usher think that you guys are brothers and
So you
sisters.
tell so you telling me that I'm taking my sister to a Usher concert.
Yeah, for her birthday or some shit. I don't know. Yeah, why not? I would
I
take
would
my
not.
sibling to a concert for their birthday.
Yeah, I would take them to a concert. I don't know about an Usher concert though. I feel like an Usher concert, or especially what that
Because he's so
residency
seductive.
is like a it's like a show, and he's like playing all of his music. So it's like all of the good R&B tracks. Like it's different if you're going to like a Usher concert for like a recent album, because then sometimes there's a lot of different vibes on that album. I mean,
Who are,
obviously he's gonna play some throwbacks, but
real quick, who are some fuck, real quick, who are some artists you wouldn't take your siblings to go see? Like obviously you're not taking your siblings to go see. Obviously not taking your
City Life.
siblings to go see Trey Songz.
No,
Cause I've seen you know what's funny? I want my mom to go see Usher. Actually, when I was younger.
really?
Yeah, that was actually my first ever concert. And he
For
had Trey
what
Songz
album?
and Miguel opening up for him.
For like an album or just like a show?
Nah, this was for an album. This was when OMG first came out. Remember that? Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's a cool concert to go to. I feel like I said, like if I took my sister to go see a Usher concert and it was for like that album, then it's more like a that album was more like a poppy, fun kind of album. I,
Who wouldn't you take your siblings to go see? Like your
I
sister. She's
wouldn't I wouldn't take them to see like Miguel
yeah, he's
because I feel
seductive.
like it gets very sexual in there.
Can't be sitting front
Um,
row too.
yeah, that's insane.
Can't go
I
Genuine. You
wouldn't.
see what Genuine be doing these days?
Yeah,
He be
yeah,
dancing like crazy. He be humping the floor and shit. You can't do that.
yeah. Can't do that. Um,
So none R&B.
I could do R&B. I'll put it this way: all female R&B artists are safe.
Mm.
It's just the male R&B artists because it could get a little raunchy in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you wouldn't. So would you have a pre-show conversation with your girl and be like, "Yo, we going front row. Do not let Usher take you up on. You better tell her no.
I wouldn't have that conversation
You wouldn't have
because
that conversation.
I know Teresa already, so I know she's like that kind of attention. She would already be like,
Yeah, but what if she had a couple of drinks? She's like, you know what? Fuck it.
nah,
It's Las
She's not.
Vegas.
She's
It's
not a big
Vegas.
attention person like that.
It's
Nah, she
Vegas.
wouldn't.
She
She
wouldn't do it
wouldn't.
at all.
Nah.
So you're safe because of that.
Yeah, safe because of that. But if I had to, I mean,
Nah,
again, like if I was there, I would feel like he's disrespecting me.
Usher just would you swing on Usher?
Nah, I wouldn't swing on Usher,
What
but
you doing? Push
I
him.
would definitely give them, I would definitely give him like a hard stare.
And then but what? Come on.
And then after the show, we would immediately go to like marriage counseling.
I mean, gotta give him a little nudge, little nudge. You'll definitely be viral on social media, and you'll
Yeah,
get the treatment that Kiki Palmer's boyfriend got back in the day. Remember that when he was like,
yeah.
"Your mother, don't be dressing like that" and all that.
Nah, because then that's kind of like
The
now
women coming at you.
now you throwing your girl under the bus. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to make it about Usher. Usher is a disrespectful, you know, piece of shit.
You'd be hated by a lot of females if you did that. They'll be like, "This man is so insecure." If you like gave Usher a little nudge, like, "Yo, don't touch my girl."
Yeah, but I would have all of the men on my side.
Here's the thing. I don't think it's I'm with you. I would not let my girl do that. Like, I mean, you know what? Honestly, with Usher, I wouldn't mind because Usher, like, you ever seen Chris Brown concerts? That's different.
That's another.
You ever see him do a take you down? Take you down?
Yeah, yeah,
He
that's
be
insane.
literally humping them on that stage. That's a whole different story. That's like
Yeah,
nah. I would have that conversation before. I'm like, yo, Chris Brown want to take you down on stage. That's a no. You better say no, or we gonna have problems. Or I'm going to the Meg Thee Stallion show the next day, and I'm literally twerking on my face, like for
yeah.
real. Or Anita,
Definitely,
peas on her
definitely.
face.
If I ever got put in a
Look, pee on me.
situation, pee on you. That's crazy.
Yeah.
If I ever got put in a situation like that, I would probably request a hall pass immediately.
And you're in Vegas too.
I would immediately like. I probably wouldn't.
You sound so insecure to somebody.
Maybe.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, yo, these two dudes are so insecure. But I don't think that's
But
insecure.
you see what I'm saying? I'm just, I'm just playing the other side of it. I knew it wouldn't happen. So
You think Usher was the right choice for the Super Bowl? Like, you think he was the right choice? Like, who else would you have put on stage? I see some people say Bad Bunny. I don't think
I don't
Bad
think
Bunny could have
anyone
done
either.
it. I don't think Bad Bunny could
Nah,
have done it.
Bad Bunny definitely could have done it. He has like enough hits to get like that set
You think a
through.
Latin artist like that doesn't really like his songs are not English could headline a Super Bowl? Like, you think like a Carol
Yeah, I
G
mean,
could do it, or
nah,
like
not Karol G, because Karol G is
somebody in
not
that
big enough.
vein?
Karol G is not big enough to do she's definitely big, but she's not a big enough of a Latin artist to where like her music is loved all over the world. Like this summer and like the past 2 3 summers have been like the summer of Bad Bunny, and like when I went to the concert for not this album but the previous album, white girls were out there, black girls were out there, everyone was there,
But
and
Bad Bunny,
they
his
were like
last song.
singing the songs, they were dancing, they were going stupid,
You
and
think
I've
Bad Bunny
never
could have done
seen
the
that
Super
before.
Bowl?
Yeah, Bad Bunny 100% could have done the Super Bowl.
I don't know, man.
If
I
if
think it's a different crowd.
Nah, I mean it's definitely a different crowd, but you got to remember like the Super Bowl halftime show is not. Previously it was for a specific crowd for like people that like loved football, but I feel like even though the NFL and like they're very like money hungry cash grab kind of people, and they
Yes.
are definitely playing to like more of a ethnic or urban market because they know that like a lot of their viewership obviously comes from like people watching at home. You know,
It's
people
also pretty.
they know people throw Super Bowl parties and they've never watched like 1 week of fucking,
Super Bowl.
regular season football, playoff football, you know what I'm saying? So the
Yeah.
fact that like they get the most viewership for the Super Bowl, it's only like it's only smart to have an artist be there that like everyone is
Gets
listening to all
everybody.
over the world.
It's also
Yeah.
produced by Jay-Z, Rock Nation.
And that was like another cash grab too. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm.
when Jay-Z kind of came into the fold of like the NFL, it was around the time where like people were really getting at the NFL for not being diverse in the way of like, like the Super Bowl halftime show. Like it was predominantly,
Well, I mean, let's call
for
a
like
spade a
white
spade.
crowds and stuff like that.
Let's call a spade a spade. They only hired Jay-Z so people could shut up about the Colin Kaepernick situation.
Well that too. But you know what I'm saying? That was all like coming at them at once. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
and it
for them
worked.
to get
So
Jay-Z in the fold for that definitely worked in their favor. And now like look at what, the artists that they've had since then. They've had like Rihanna, uh who else?
they had Jennifer Lopez and Shakira,
Rihanna,
which
yeah, see? Jennifer
that
Lopez, Shakira.
that's turned my mind a little bit. So I was up to the point where I don't think a Latin artist could do a Super Bowl halftime show just because I think majority of the audience is English speaking and they're gonna see Bad Bunny. They're gonna be like, what is going on right now? But the fact that they had J Lo Shakira kind of switches that a little bit for me. Which Bad
Yeah,
Bunny
yeah,
was a special guest.
that
They
was.
had Maroon
And then
Five, which is
and
like
then the
an
year
outlier.
with Travis Scott, because he performed
That was
like
like the
two
worst
songs.
halftime show of all time.
It was. But then the year before that, they had it in LA and it was all about Dr. Dre and
Well,
stuff
after
like
that,
that.
they had yeah. I mean, I forgot the order. That one was a good
Yeah, it's
halftime
not.
show.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, that was a really good halftime
That
show.
was a
You
good
had
halftime show.
fucking Dr. Dre, you had Eminem, you had 50 Cent, you had Kendrick Lamar, you had Snoop Dogg, Mary J.
Mary J.
Blige.
Blige. It was
That's
fucking
that shit was lit.
yeah. No, that was
The only
fire.
thing I wished, the only thing I wished is that it was like nighttime.
I wish I had a Tupac hologram.
If it was at night, it would have been 100% better. But
Which
obviously, because it was on the West Coast, time change, time difference and stuff.
speaking of Tupac, did you hear about what happened the other day?
No, I did not.
Apparently, they arrested somebody in the shooting.
I feel like that's always like a thing. Like every 2 3 years, they like arrest
No,
one
they
more
they've
person.
but really because they've actually arrested. Like I know they always talk about it, the open investigation. We need publicity, all that bullshit. They have open invest, but they actually like arrested somebody this time. I don't know. They might go nowhere. Who knows? We're still looking for who shot Biggie. Tupac might still be alive. He might even be dead. I don't know. But I think it's I don't know. It's the first time I'm hearing that they arrested somebody.
I
So
think it's just one of those things to like keep them alive. You know what I mean? Like keep their names alive. Like obviously, that's a shitty way to kind of like keep their name alive and kind of like
we
just bringing
arrested
up their death.
somebody's murderer.
Yeah, it's kind of a shitty way to try to keep their name alive, but it's like,
Who do you think would have been bigger today, Biggie or Tupac?
um, I
That's a
think
good question.
Biggie. I honestly think Biggie.
Really?
Be- only because like with a lot of like different interviews that I've watched and like listening to other people speak about the kind of artist that he was, um, and this is not taking away from like the artist that Tupac was because he was a very
Yeah.
like hardworking, always in the studio, always wanting to make new music and like a great lyricist and stuff like that. But the kind of artist that Biggie was he loved, and from what I get from interviews and stuff like that, was that he loved finding a new sound or finding a different sound that he's never really uh, uh, tapped into before and kind of making it his own. You know what I mean?
I think it would have been Tupac just because of how iconic and celebrated he is still to this
I
day.
I think that Tupac lyrically today would have held his own against any rapper of this time right now. Doesn't matter who it is. It could
Mm-hmm.
be Drake. It could be Kendrick Lamar. It could be you know uh,
Drake.
uh, Drake. Any of the top rappers right now, Tupac would have definitely
Well, they both
still
would have,
been.
to be fair.
Yeah, yeah, no, and this is the kind of point that I'm trying to make is that like 100% Biggie would have got on like a R&B record and like just completely killed it with like a verse. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or like a really like even like some of the beats that like Kanye West has produced like now that are a lot more like obviously his production from like the beginning of his career and his sound to like what he sounds like today is very different.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like in any of those eras of beats that he was making, how every album was kind of like a different sound and a different evolution, I could hear Biggie giving a solid verse on any of those beats. Like imagine, like for me, I feel like one of the greatest Rick Ross verses of like all time is "Devil in a New Dress" on Kanye's Dark Twisted Fantasy album. And I
Yeah.
feel like if Biggie would have had that beat and there would have just been an open verse for him, he would have like shined in that shit. Like that shit would have been like
I think
insane.
Biggie is so talented that he could have shined on any beat. To be honest with you.
But that and that's what I'm trying to say. But like with Tupac, Tupac would have just been like a rapper's rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like he would have just been, like he would have been like back then he's like the Kendrick Lamar of his time.
Yeah,
You
but
know what I mean?
exactly, and it just man kills me that we never really got a Tupac.
It
We never
it would
really
have
we
been
couldn't get a Tupac
imagine
Kendrick song.
imagine a Tupac Kendrick song or like a Biggie Pop Smoke song or like a Biggie fucking Biggie and J. Cole doing some crazy feature, or even Biggie and Rick Ross. Biggie and 50 Cent would have been
Nah, it'd have been
insane.
crazy. Like it would have been crazy.
Insane.
I don't know. I still think Tupac would have been bigger, man. Just his impact. Plus, he's also had that movie with him. His movie star ways to him.
Yeah. I
His
no
words are so
doubt, no
poetic.
doubt. I no doubt big Tupac would have been the bigger universal star,
Yeah,
but like in the realm of like making music and being an artist, I think Biggie would have been like that guy. You
that
could
guy.
put him on any song, any beat by any producer, Metro
Metro
Boomin,
Boomin.
fucking
I wouldn't want to hear
um
that.
a Metro on a Metro beat.
Nah, I would. I
You
don't think I'd want to hear that.
wildin'. Biggie on a Metro beat would have been crazy. What? Especially any of the beats from this last album too. Insane.
Put it on the Alchemist beat. That'd be fire.
Imagine Biggie on the Creepin' record with the Weeknd.
No, I wouldn't want
What?
to hear that. I wouldn't want to hear that.
You're bugging, bro.
I wouldn't want to hear that. I'd rather hear him on like. I want to hear him on it. I would like that new song that
Or
just came out the other day with J Cole and Lil Yachty.
yeah,
Hearing Biggie on that would have been fire. That what I can see him in. I can't hearing it on a
100%.
Creeping record like hearing him like I don't even like 21 Savage on that record to be honest with you.
Yeah, but even still, that beat is just a sample of
Like if
a
it
a
was
Diddy beat from from Biggie's time.
yeah.
Just updated with some drums and a little better production and stuff like that. But that beat went from like a R&B record that was like a timeless classic to a radio hip hop record
Mm-hmm.
that still I mean it gets played on the radio now.
It's yeah, well mainly because of the weekend. The weekend's the weekend.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like that hit Biggie on that shit would have been like
I don't know. Or
that shit would have
Tupac.
been a.
I don't
I
know.
feel like that song would have been a number one record faster than what it actually was. Or imagine Biggie on the like uh Welcome to the Party beat with Pop Smoke. Insane.
I just want to hear grittiness with Biggie. I just would want to hear some gritty beats. I think those are a little too like
Or
strap
what about
beats.
like with I mean I don't know if you know about like Conway the Machine and
Yeah, yeah, Griselda.
yeah,
Come on.
Griselda. All of those Griselda beats definitely would have killed that.
Did you? I don't. He sounded out of. Yeah, but that's the thing. Did you like the one where Westside was on Travis Scott's? What I think Lost in Forever. I believe that's what it's called.
I
The
liked
song.
I liked I liked the original version of it without the beat switch, but even
Mm-hmm.
with the beat switch, I feel like it was better for uh what's his name? I forget his name.
Travis Scott.
Not
Great.
no, the one that featured on it with Travis Scott.
Westside Gun.
West Side Gun.
Yeah.
West Side Gun definitely like didn't need the beat switch, but it definitely helped for his verse. Because in the
This
original leaked version, it was just that same beat the whole time.
this is a very musical heavy podcast. We went from politics to the weather, politics, music. This is already a diverse podcast. As you smoke your hookah, I fucks with it. I like this. I like it. Fucks with it.
This is good. This is good stuff.
I have another question for you. So, put it out there. Leonardo DiCaprio is my favorite actor,
hmm
but there's a little thing about him that turns me off, and I wanted to talk to you about this.
I mean, I wouldn't know what turned you on about him. So go ahead.
He's a very handsome man. What are you talking about? But and a very good actor. So there you go.
I guess.
But what turns me off is his tendency to the Leo rule over 25 you out of here.
Yeah.
flexes under 25-year-old women.
Hmm.
He's over 45. Now Dane Cook last week got married. Now that's even wild. His thing is wild though. You know about the Dane Cook situation? He's
No.
51. His girl is, I believe, 24. They
Wow.
got married. They've been dating for 6 years. Now do the math in your head.
Yeah.
Little weird.
Yeah. A little
Little
weird.
weird.
A little
Little
weird.
weird. Long time girlfriends. Now, to make it even more weirder, Al Pacino,
I was just about to mention that.
80-year-old dude.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And
My
they just had
question.
a kid.
Yeah. And now they get divorced.
Yeah.
And then not just to make it central focus on males, because Cher, the legendary
Good.
Cher.
Before we continue, good for him though, because that means his pistol's still loaded. That thing still
Al
works.
Pacino.
Yeah.
I mean, Robert De Niro did the same thing too. Shout out to the to the
Those guys
Godfathers.
those guys are fucking.
But like, uh, they definitely using some experimental drug from Brazil though.
You think so?
Yeah, yeah. Their shit is not shooting semen at 80 years old.
I don't know about that. I don't know about
It's
that.
not doing that. It's just not. It is not
I
producing
mean,
babies.
Italian men are known for like having kids well into their 60s.
These dudes are not even in their 60s though. These dudes are 70 and 80.
But that's what I'm saying. Well into
Al,
their 60s.
you
Like
seen Al
I feel
Pacino?
like
That dude look like he can't walk.
yeah, he looks like loose skin.
Would you rather see Al Pacino's dick or Pete Davidson's dick?
That's insane.
What happened?
I would
These are
never.
legendary penises in
I wouldn't
Hollywood.
want to. I wouldn't want to see any of that.
These are legendary penises in Hollywood. One is known for bagging all the bitches, and then one is the legendary. You wouldn't want to see Scarface's dick. Don't do that.
Nah, I'm good.
Don't do that. You're lying. You're lying.
I'm good. I'm
You're
good.
because you're on camera.
I'm telling the truth, 100%.
Pete Davidson or Al Pacino?
Neither.
Well, I think the answer definitely got to be Al. How's it working?
If
And
that's
it's
your answer,
Scarface. My main thing is with Cher, all these people, are they predators, low key?
I don't think that they're
Because
I don't think that they're predators. I wouldn't say that they're predators. Predators is like a very
strong word, I know.
strong word.
But I mean,
It's
like,
definitely strong. I mean, I am a believer in that love doesn't have a number between 18 and up. But
Dane Cook's a
yeah,
predator.
that age gap is insane.
Exactly. And it's like, it just feels like they were, like, think about it. Al Pacino, when he was like 30, his girl wasn't even born yet. Or his ex,
Yeah,
whatever. Wasn't even born yet. And Dane Cook was definitely out here, what is that word called? Grooming that girl. Grooming that girl.
grooming.
Like, are they like, they're not, I don't know, man. Like, I had to look at them a little differently. Dane Cook, I looked completely different. But Leonardo DiCaprio, it hurts me to look at him a little differently. I'm like, dude, do I look at this predator? I wanted to get this
I
on
mean,
podcast so I can clear my conscience.
I
That's
wouldn't consider them as predators. I think that these men are these men are just like getting these women that just like keep them young. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but like the age discrepancies is crazy. Like these people are.
Yeah, but when you're at their caliber of like star,
What does it say about them? What does it say about Leo that he loves young women that are so young? So much like
it's
they're
saying
not fully developed. He likes women that is not fully developed mentally that haven't lived life. I'm not saying
it's
that all
saying
women 20 at that age are not developed, but I'm just saying
to
they haven't lived that life yet.
to me it's saying that I guess the young vagina is just the fountain of youth for them, and that's what keeps them chasing that Oscar. You know what I'm saying? Or chasing those awards.
So you don't think there's some predatory behavior behind that?
No,
I do. I think there's some, just because it's like these people weren't born at a certain time when you're in your prime. Why do you like to attack the young mind? Is there something about what's about the young mind that you like
I
to
don't know.
attack the most?
I mean, but it's like these. I mean, it's like these old guys now, like older guys like younger women because, you know,
It
like
keeps
the
them
older
young. It's
women.
like buying a new boat, like a new car.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
It's
you
like
think
buying a new car.
these you think these men and women are just treating these people like objects? Then
I would think so. I would think so.
you think so?
I mean, if they're in love, they're in love. If they love that
They're not in
person, they love
love.
that person.
Ain't
But
no way they in love. I don't think so,
I don't know,
personally.
man. All I
But
can say is all I can say is good for them. Keep shooting that pistol.
keep
You know what I'm
shooting that
saying?
pistol. Is
But
it is it weird to masturbate at your friend's house?
what kind of event? Like, why are you there?
What if I'm staying over to do a podcast?
There's definitely two sides to this coin.
Yeah. Like,
Uh,
I've got to.
ha-
Yeah. Go ahead.
have you masturbated in my house?
I'm trying to think. It's possible.
It's
I don't remember
possible.
off the top of my head.
I mean,
Done it in many places. Many places. That's why I'm thinking.
and
Why would I leave your house off the table?
yeah,
No,
I mean, I've definitely masturbated at a relative's house. That's like,
that's relative. This doesn't count.
yeah,
Doesn't count.
exactly. And what you do in the bathroom is what you do in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? What your bathroom routine is,
That's
that's your
just your
business.
bathroom routine. Exactly. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
glad you
yeah.
don't judge me.
I mean, I wouldn't be upset. I'd be upset if like
I didn't clean up.
you were yeah, if you were doing your routine and then I just stepped on a hot glob, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no, that's bad.
Then I'd be super upset about that. As long as the area is clean and there's no visible stainage, then I guess,
Doesn't matter.
what I don't know won't kill me.
I think if you like, I don't think I think there's a problem. Only I don't think there's a problem if you stay like the weekend. I got this from a podcast. Another podcast asked this question, and they talked about it. I was like, that's a good question to ask, right? So
Yeah, I feel like if you're staying more than like if you're definitely planning to stay more than like 2 nights,
I'm okay. Free game.
free game, free game.
What
But
if
if
I'm
you're
not
only
even in the bathroom though? What if I'm on the couch?
yeah, nah, that's crazy. Yeah,
It's like
nah,
two
that's
o'clock in the
crazy.
morning. I'm thinking that people sleeping, and you
Nah,
walk
nah, nah,
in.
nah, 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 nah. Then there's no common courtesy there.
No common courtesy.
No common courtesy. If you're masturbating on my couch at like 2 o'clock in the morning, you have a problem.
What? What's the difference between the
I,
couch and the bathroom?
I because this is like an open area. Like at any point in time,
But you
like
sleeping.
obviously, yeah, but like at any point in time, anyone could come out the room. So you're gonna masturbate in front of my dogs? That's insane.
I ain't think about the dogs. This is true. Yeah, but you
You know what
fuck
I'm
in front of
saying?
your dogs.
But it's my house.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
But what's the you? Okay. What if you stay in the weekend at a friend's house? And
Yeah,
then,
like I said, my bathroom routine is my bathroom routine, bro.
but all right. But what if you were like in an open space? Would you fuck in an open space at your friend's house? Everybody, your
Nah,
friend is sleeping.
nah, I
You
wouldn't.
wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
Damn, we're
You
different.
never know what could happen, bro. And then once, like, you slip up one time, that changes the dynamic forever.
You think so? You look at
Yeah,
me. You look at me differently going forward.
100%.
For what?
If I walked into the living room and like caught you masturbating, then I'd be like, yo, bro,
Go home.
not even go. I wouldn't make you go home in that moment, but I'd be like, yo, bro, I definitely like you didn't have no remorse. You heard me open the door, you heard me take steps, and you just kept going.
All right. See, that's the
That's
difference.
insane.
All right. All right. If I
That's
kept
insane.
going, yes, of course. That's just crazy. What if I put it away quickly? You knew we both know the vibes. What was going on? I stopped. I fake like. Let's just say
Nah,
I'm sleeping on your couch.
if I had if I had any inclination
That I was doing it.
that you were yanking your chain in my crib, it changes the
Crazy.
dynamic. Changes the dynamic.
Man. What if you told after the fact?
What do you mean?
Like, what if you told yesterday I beat off on your
Yeah,
couch?
but I feel like that's something you don't tell.
What if you just have a good friendship like that?
Nah, that's insane.
What if there's a
Yeah,
cum stain on
I even yeah, then I'd be like, yo, bro, you're the only one sleeping on this couch, and I'm not fucking on this couch. There's
every?
a cum stain there.
What if?
That's what I'm saying, bro. because
Oh,
it's a slippery road,
it
man.
is a
At
slippery
some
road.
at some point it doesn't become at some point it becomes
Yeah.
again. I just gotta take it back to disrespect, yo. You didn't respect my eyes enough to just stop.
What if I did stop though? It just like
Yeah, but there was enough. If you like did stop, but like stop because I caught you, that's insane.
I don't think I've definitely never jerked off on your couch. I don't do that. I wouldn't do that. I'm too
Amen.
pussy to do that. Way too
Yeah,
pussy to do that.
but then that's the thing, though. I feel like jerk off etiquette is you just do it in the bathroom
Or the shower.
with the shower on.
Yeah, with the shower on, butt naked, maybe.
Yeah, because I shouldn't be able to hear it. I shouldn't be able to see it. There should be like a locked door in the process. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of steps there. Because
What about if I'm fucking in your bathroom? Like you having a party and I'm just like fucking. I mean, you have a small crib, so that everybody would know. But like, would that is that like on the same playing field?
if we're like if we're like just chilling and it's
Nah, we're
like,
not chilling. Obviously, there's music playing. There's hookah going
oh, so then
on.
then you good. You
I
chilling.
could fuck in your bathroom.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess.
All right. I just want to know what we're playing. Just gotta know what I'm playing with here.
I mean,
Just in case. Not saying I've done. I've never done it before, but
I'm not selfish. You know what I'm saying?
you wouldn't let me jerk off. But you're not selfish.
In front of me in an open area. Yes, I would not want you to jerk off in my living room. Sorry about that.
Not
But
that you're there, but it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. You know.
yes, it's still an open area. This is open area policy, bro. Go behind a locked door and then we're all good. No one ever has to know.
What if it's like an air mattress?
I feel like you're just making this lower for yourself.
No, I mean I'm never gonna do it. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm never. No,
Keep your standards high, bro.
I would let it. I would let somebody do it on my air mattress. Just make sure you clean up after
N-
yourself.
No.
Again, what I don't know doesn't hurt me.
No, bro.
No,
That there's a level of respect that
so
has
it's
to
all
be.
about respect. You can't
It's all
beat
about
your meat
respect, bro.
unless it's respect.
Yeah, do not do it in an open area, especially like on the couch where everyone sits, or like in front of my PlayStation, or in front of my TV, or like in front of my refrigerator. That's insane.
It is insane. It is insane. I'm
That's
trying to think.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, no.
There's nothing in my brain that would be like, that's yeah, I gotta give him a pass on that one.
What if your friend is like super depressed and shit?
Go to the bathroom and
Go to the
masturbate in
bathroom
front of
like
the
a
mirror.
human.
Yeah, like a human.
Okay. Weird segue here. Very weird segue.
Hmm.
But how do you deal with a friend that has like mental health issues? Like they're going through shit, or like because you know how some people with anxiety, just to get serious here, have like they don't answer the phone as well, and because some people get annoyed by that. Like for example, I sometimes will have my moments where I'm going through my depressed state, and I will be a very shitty texter, and then
Hmm.
I know the person on the other hand trying to contact me is probably upset that I'm not answering their texts or stuff like that. And I've also been on the other side of that. I've dealt with somebody who has dealt with these stuff and all that. I was dealt with like anxiety, depression, all that mental health shit, and
Hmm.
I'm like, yo, why aren't you responding? So how do you deal with a friend that is going through a mental health issue, state,
Um,
deals with stuff like that?
I have a lot of different friends that deal with a lot of different like mental health stuff, whether it's like situational or it's like, really like mental health struggles every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of deal with them the same in the way of like, if I know, if I know that they are a type of person that deals with mental health issues every day, me personally, I feel like I would be helping less if I check in on them every single day. You
You'll
know what
be
I'm saying?
helping less if you checked in on them every single day.
Yeah, only because it's like me personally, if I rarely ever feel like down or like super depressed to where it's like debilitating for me to like do anything or go anywhere or whatever.
You lucky man.
But like but like I mean, and it's just, because of my state of mind. I feel like I have a very, you know, healthy, rational state of mind on how I, look at things and look at life, and my perception of just how, things work in the universe and things like that. Um, and if I know that someone is struggling very deeply every day with their mental health, I'm just the type of person that I would reach out to them and be like, hey man, I know I haven't heard from you in a while and you're probably, dealing with some stuff. But if you ever want to talk, I'm here. Reach out to me and we can have a 4 hour conversation, whatever it needs. Even if you just need me to be on the phone, just to be like an ear to listen to,
Hmm.
you know, call me. Let me know what's up. You know what I mean? Um, Now that also goes to say, like, if I text you on a Monday and I let you know all of the stuff and I kind of got a response from you, and it was one of those things of like, yeah, I'm really going through something now, and I'm just trying to take care of it, and whatever you say that you're trying to do to take care of your mental health, I would do my utmost to respect that. So like if you're one of those people that I know you like to like deal with those things on your own and kind of just,
Yeah.
do whatever it is that you need to do for your own mind, I don't want to be I would feel like the constant reminder if I'm texting you every day that you're going through something. Sometimes people just need to forget that they're going through something, or go outside and like treat themselves to like a good day of like watching a movie or doing certain things that they just like to do in order to get them out of that funk. So I feel like if I was texting them and calling them and checking up on them every day, it would kind of be a hindrance in that way.
Hmm.
Actually, and it's funny that you asked that question, because I kind of had a situation like that recently. I had a friend that was kind of going through something, and he's not a person that really deals heavily with like mental health issues like on a daily basis and stuff like that. It's more like situational. And when it comes to certain things, certain situations where it's like relative based, or like a death in the family and things of that nature, I'm not the first person to say, like, let's say, if you make a post about it, or if you make a post about it or whatever the case may be, I'm not the type of person to, reach out to you immediately and like give you all those condolences via like social media and stuff like that.
I'm the opposite.
Um,
Just putting that out there.
well,
Well, you just say you're not the person to like hinder them. Like sometimes I feel like I'm too much of a hinder because I like not saying that you don't care, but like I care a lot to the point where I'm like I maybe then it's just my own anxiety or my own like trying to feel like I'm doing the right thing.
mhm.
Where like let's just say you were going through something right now, I'd hit you up like every day to be like, or like
And
maybe
that's
every two
and
days,
that's
or if you like posted something like a little alarming on social media, I'll come out
yeah.
and be like, "Yo, are you good? What's up?" Or I just like start a simple
And
conversation,
don't
which again maybe feels disingenuous because I probably wouldn't do it. Like remember, like if you, I don't know if this is disingenuous to like hit up somebody that you normally wouldn't talk to and just start speaking to them more often, knowing
I
that they're
that
going through
that's my
something.
thing with it. I don't feel like it's genuine. Like
Mm-hmm.
if, especially when like there's like, hello, you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad. Um, Especially when it's like a death, right? And you post about it on social media. A person very close to you passed away. I feel less genuine by being one of those people in like the comment section, wishing you like condolences and stuff
Well,
like
I
that.
wouldn't do that in the comment section. I would just literally just
But
hit
that
you up.
but that's what I'm saying. So I'm the type of person that I would like really maybe like a day or two and kind of reach out to you and kind of like try and spark up a conversation and make sure everything is good in that way. You know what I'm saying? And I had a situation where a good friend of mine lost somebody very close to them, and I knew how close they were with each other, and you know they posted about it or whatever the case may be, and instead of being in the comment section and giving them my condolence, uh, I waited a couple of days and then hit that person up to try and check on them, and I really didn't get a response back until I saw that person like a little while later in person. and I kind of had a
So
conversation with them.
how do you deal with that? Because it's like,
So when it kind of gets to that level, then I feel like it's only right to kind of have a conversation in person. You know what I mean? So, when I finally seen this person, I kind of told them like, yo, what's up, what's going on, and the person kind of conveyed to me like, yo, I kind of felt some kind of way that, for as close as we are, for you to not express your condolences fast or as fast as I expected, especially like they kind of wanted it in that moment for me to check
mhm,
on them. Um,
let me see that.
and
I've definitely felt that way about not you, but like other people in the past.
yeah, yeah. And he expressed to me like, I felt like I should have gotten that from you in that moment. And, I had to have a conversation with them and be like, look, we've been friends for a very long time. And I don't think that I've ever had someone pass away in my family that, you know, I needed that from you. And I don't think I've ever known anyone in your family to pass away like this close to you and have it affect you the way that it did since, we've been friends with each other. But this is just how I view being that person and sharing my condolences and having it feel more genuine because I'm
Hmm.
not the type of person that God forbid someone really close to me passes away tomorrow. I'm not the type of person that goes on social media and needs to post about it. I'm
All
the
right,
kind of person that I like to grieve in silence and I kind of like to just take it into myself, and with people like reaching out to me it can be very overwhelming for me as a
so would
person.
you feel this type of way if I hit you up quick?
I would appreciate it. I would accept it and I would be happy for it, but I wouldn't go looking for it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
if you knew that someone close to me passed away and you just knew because, you just know and you hit me up the day of, I'll definitely write back and I'll be like, "Yo man, thanks. I appreciate it." And kind of just leave it at that. Um because I'm a kind of person that I like to grieve in silence. I like to grieve to
But all
myself.
right, but what if I know that and I just don't hit you up because you just told me that you grieve in silence, and I'm like, all right, I know Freddie grieves in silence. Maybe I'm just not gonna hit him up and I'm just let him do his thing. But
And then I would be fine with that.
you'd be
Because
fine with that.
if you yeah, because if you know me as a person and you know that that's the way that I operate, then yeah, I would appreciate more that, like, even if it happened a week ago and we didn't see each other in a week, and then we wound up, hey man, let's meet up, let's go out and do something, and then we wound up meeting up and you say, hey, I know so and so passed away a week or two ago, and I just wanted to tell you in person, I hope everything is all right. I hope everything's going good. And if you need anything, what I'm saying, just let me know. Like, I would appreciate that a lot more because it only helps my way of grieving. But even if you did the opposite of that, I'm still receptive to it. I'm
What
just
did
not.
I don't know if I cut you off. What did you tell your friend that he said? They said I don't know if it was he or she, but they
Oh,
said the way that they
I
feel.
just I explained to them the way I grieve, and the way I grieve, I only know how to reciprocate that to someone else. I'm not
Hmm.
the type of person I'm not the type of person that's gonna check on you every day and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather allow you to grieve because I don't understand your grieving process. I only know how I grieve.
What if that other person probably wants the no? Like this person obviously wanted the attention.
So and
So
then
how do you
this
deal with
person
that?
so then that's where the conversation went, and he was like, well, I would have appreciated, if you would have hit me up sooner, and or we could have had a phone conversation or a text conversation, just to make sure I'm good. And I said, well, okay, I understand that, and I'll take that as you know my fault, and I'll know for next time that that's what you need as a friend or as a brother to you. That's what you need, and I'll cater to that. That's fine,
Do you
because
only do? I'm sorry.
sometimes you
You.
some
Sorry.
sometimes you have to cater to what a person needs at that
Of
time,
course.
especially if they mean that much to you.
Does that change how you cater to other people, or is it just that person?
um Again, it's just the level of how you know that person. Like,
Mhm.
if it was you, what I'm saying, and you were the one that told me, like, I kind of need that, constant checkup and making sure that I'm good, then I would do that, no problem. You know what I'm saying? Because not only are you supposed to be aware of how you grieve and be able to let people know that that's who you are, but you're also supposed to be receptive to how other people are, because you want, if you love those people and you care about those people, you want to be there for them the way that they need you. You know
What
what I'm
about if
saying?
this
So
person? What if it's somebody you don't know?
if it's somebody I don't know, I would still like, and again, if it's somebody I don't know, or if we're going through a situation where this is the first time it's ever happened with us being like
I'm
friends or just
confused.
around each other or just being acquaintances,
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey man, this is how I know that I grieve, and I kind of don't like to, push anybody's boundaries or whatever. But if this is what you need and you feel like I did the opposite of it, again, my bad. I'll know better for next time.
I'm. Yeah. I'm. Sometimes I feel like I'm too intrusive when it comes to
I don't
stuff like
like
that.
being intrusive. I don't. That's the thing, bro. I'm very afraid of like being intrusive on people's personal
I'm
things. You know what
afraid
I mean?
too, but once I'm not. See, I'm afraid, and then I'm also not because if you're going through that, if you post it on social media, you're obviously crying for attention. Like you're because why
Not in a
else would
bad
you
way
post it
though.
on social media? You
Not in a
obviously
bad
want
way of like crying for attention though.
not. I don't mean in a bad way. Like it's not
Yeah,
bad to want to cry for attention, but like you obviously want the condolences. You want the messages. You want somebody to check in on you because you wouldn't post on social media. I've had my battles. I don't post everything on social. I don't post anything about it on social media
yeah.
because, but and that's also not saying I don't want the attention because I do. Maybe that's my problem sometimes. Um, but like I'm always gonna be the one to hit you up and be like, "What's up? What's up? What's going on?" And I feel like that might be too much, and I'm gonna hit you
And
up
that's
every
cool.
day. And even if I don't know you, I'm still gonna hit you up. Like
And that's
imagine
cool
somebody
because
that on your
that's the kind of person
timeline
you are.
is like, "I'm gonna kill myself in 3 days or tonight." How do you just
Well then,
like not
then,
say nothing and just
yeah,
like go
no,
to the next
that
story?
yeah, that's something different. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody writes that, and I kind of like know this person, I'll be like, hey man, like, do you
But
need
what if
somebody
you
to
don't
talk
even
to?
know them though?
Because
Do you just go to the next story? Like you just say it's just somebody
I don't
like
know, man.
that's the question. Like, what do you
I
do?
mean, if I follow them enough on if I'm following them on social media, then like, I mean, you don't just, I mean, sometimes you just follow random people, but
Yeah.
if someone writes that, you know what I mean, and I know that it's very easy to contact them or get their attention in some kind of way, and be able to have like a dialogue with them, then I'll definitely reach out. But if I'm following this random Joe Schmo that I've never met in my life, and they're like, hey man, I'm gonna you know do something to myself, then I'd be like, I mean, I have no way of contact, and I have no way of contacting this person that's
I
like
mean,
of value. You know what I'm saying? Like
but you do have
anybody
some.
could.
You do have a way
No,
of
but I'm saying
contacting
like
them though.
no, but I'm saying like if they post that on social media, and like, yeah, I could message them just like the other people that might message them on social media, but like I still feel like that's not enough. You know what I'm saying? Like I would like the ability to call this person. Like even I would probably message them like, hey man, if you need somebody to talk to, like call me.
But you would message. You wouldn't just slide to the next story.
But yeah, nah, I wouldn't slide to the next story. But I mean, like if I wrote like, hey man, here's my number, give me a call, like we could talk. But like if that person never never calls me, I'm not gonna be like, you know, fucking distraught about it. I'm gonna be like, hey man, I tried.
Would you ever cut somebody off if you felt like their mental health was a hindrance to your own mental health, to your own life?
Um,
Mm.
if it became a trend where it was toxic, then maybe yes.
Give me an example.
Um, if this person is always saying that, they're gonna do something to themselves, and
To a
they
boy who
say,
cries wolf.
yeah, if they keep crying wolf, but if I'm also going out of my way to offer you like help and like sanctuary and like being that person to talk to, and you just never like reach out, or you never take, what I'm trying to give, then I would just be like, hey man, I'm trying, but you know what I'm saying? You don't want anything that I'm offering.
I'd feel super guilty to ever cut anybody off in that situation because it only takes one time for the wolf to bite.
You're right. You're right.
And what if that one time that I was like, you know what, I'm done. I'm not gonna offer you anymore. You never take it. It's over. They actually do it. They actually follow through on their threat.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that? I would feel super guilty personally.
I don't know, man. It's just all situational. Like I know what my brain can handle, and I know, how to not let things, take a hold of my life in that way. And like again, if it was you, like I'd try it every single day. But
But
if
that's
it's
the
just
but that's
some
the
regular
thing,
Joe,
though.
but if it's just some regular Joe Schmo on the street or a person that I follow and never really ever spoke to in my life, I can't really give them that energy. You know what I'm saying? Only because like I could use that energy for someone else that like a relative or like a close friend that actually needs that attention and wants that attention. I can't be the fucking, the hotline for everyone, especially if I'm offering the hotline and then that person never
Yeah,
calls. You know what I'm saying?
but then I don't know. I mean, I get it. I
It, it's
definitely get
a
what
it's
you're
a
saying.
it's a
It
slippery slope, bro.
Yeah. There's no real. I don't know if there's a right
There's no
answer to
real
this
there
question.
isn't. I don't think there is at all. It's just all what a person can take mentally. There has to be some form of give and take there. And if you're just one of those people that like someone's misfortune, someone's misfortune can
Hmm.
become your misfortune and like take, their whatever they're going through can kind of like take over your life and put you in a bad space. I don't think that that's healthy either. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's hard, man. I mean,
Mental health
definitely
is
like
tough.
call your friends, man. Call your friends, call your family, check up on them, do as much as you can. But it's got to be within, some range of sanity. You know what I mean? You got to have humility on one hand, but you also have to have a balance of your own personal sanity. Like,
Damn. This is a tough way to end the podcast. We're not gonna end it right now. Now.
yeah, I was just about to say, let's like, lighten the mood a little bit. You know,
Yeah. We. What you got? Some guys. Give me some fun. Some fun before we go to my quotes because talking about suicide and shit. It's not fun.
well, here's a fun update. I finally got Teresa to watch all of the Star Wars movies.
That's better than me. I've never seen
That,
any of them. Oh, that's not true.
yep.
I saw the first one of the trilogy, and that's it. What you think though? The new trilogy.
She's like in love with it right now. Like right now she's in the room playing one of the newer Star Wars games.
Okay.
Um,
Before you do that, plug our shit. Anything goes gaming coming
Anything
soon.
goes gaming. That is definitely coming soon. I'm still getting, like my return materials ready and like figuring out the setup and stuff like that and figuring out, what games I'm gonna play before, the big grand, what I'm saying, Spider-Man 2, that's probably gonna take over like 80% of my life. But
Yeah.
yeah, I still gotta, get a camera for it. Because I'm 100% sure that I have the ability to stream and also do videos off of my PlayStation 5 because it's just a superior console. Um,
um.
uh,
Okay.
but really, really, right now, all I'm missing is just the PlayStation camera to, give video and stuff like that. Because I don't want to do it and not be able to like
Mm-hmm.
do it the way I want to. You know what I'm saying? But
Fair.
be on the lookout for it to happen somewhere in the beginning of October. Definitely, I will try and get 1 to 2 streams in before Spider-Man comes out, and do like a full, series of streams with that. Until we
I think
complete the game and
did
shit
he
like
just
that.
announced that Spider Man is our first game? I thought he was keeping that. I thought that was a secret, but then I guess you announced it. Well, I mean, it's not our first game because you're trying.
Yeah,
I,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you gotta make sure it works. I mean, if you know me, you know I'm fucking playing Spider-Man. So it's like
that's fair.
whoever didn't fucking piece that together is kind of, mentally challenged. But
Yeah.
um yeah, man, I'm definitely super excited about it. I just got all I really need is just to get that camera, but
You
the
can't
way
use your
work
phone
is
for that. Well, this is probably off non podcast talk. But I was about to say if you can't use your phone as a camera, but I feel like we could talk about it off air.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, man, I just want to do it right. That's all. That's all it is.
Okay.
Do it
But
right with no issue and just.
Teresa likes Star
But
Wars.
yeah, Teresa is like super into Star Wars right now, and I wish she would have watched the movies before we just recently went to Florida because we did, go to Disney and went to Star Wars Land
Didn't
or whatever the
appreciate
case.
it as much. She
Yeah,
appreciated
because
that.
she definitely was like, I was trying to get her to watch it before, and she was just like, "Yo, bro, I'm not gonna sit there and watch these old ass movies," especially because I made her watch it. I wanted her to watch it in order. That way, she didn't have like too many questions, like watching them out of order. Because the original three is like the middle of the movie, and then
Hmm.
the three that came after were prequels to the original three, and then the last three are like the continuation of the original. So I made her watch it in order, as far as like all the main movies are
I heard the
concerned.
last one was trash. Mm, yeah,
So that's
it
what I
is.
told her going into it. I said, look, by the time you get to like the second to last movie, your opinions of like you're gonna wind up loving all of these movies, but
Mm,
your opinion of how it went, you're probably gonna be pissed as fuck. I was like, before we get into this, I'm just gonna let you know that off the bat. And she was just like, nah, man, like I want to watch it. So we watched it. It probably, between like going to work and like doing stuff in between, it took us probably like a week or two to finish watching all of the movies. But by the time she got to like the second to last movie, she was like super invested in like all of these characters, and she was like completely distraught by the end, left in like confusion. She had a bunch of like fan theories, and like she's just been like super
damn,
into it.
dude.
So it's been
Okay.
like mad cool to see. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I,
there's nothing like making your partner watch something that you really love, and then like you actually see them put the effort into watching it. It's pretty cool.
yeah, she started like she has an issue. She has like a hard time like keeping up with all of the characters and how they relate and all the side stories and da 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 da. So she made like a little list of like all the characters and like what they've done and like why
That's
she hates
crazy.
them or why she loves
That's
them. And yeah, she was going in. She was going in. Uh,
check.
she's like super in love with like Anakin Skywalker right now. That's like
Yeah,
Anakin Skywalker, but she loves like Darth Vader the most
Anakin.
because
Okay,
they're the same person. Um,
I
but
know
yeah,
nothing
she
about Star
just
Wars, so
she's fucking evil, bro. She just loves the dark side. The dark side is like her shit.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
what? Why? What's so good about the dark side?
She just
A
likes that they
Star
have
Wars.
like mad power.
Okay, so if I'm not a Star Wars head, and I know your answer today, you're probably gonna say start from the first movie, but if I'm not a Star Wars head, which I'm not, but I want to get into the world, and I don't really want to start from all the way in the beginning because I know they got like they got what, like 9 movies, TV shows, animated shows. Like that's a lot of shit. That's a lot of shit.
You have to watch at least all 9 movies.
It's crazy.
At least, at least, at
Fuck
least.
that.
We definitely touched on a lot today.
We did.
We've touched on our
Regardless.
usual content. We've expanded on a lot of different stuff. Um, I feel
Regardless.
like I feel like this week's uh
Episode.
quote. I feel like this week's episode. What I was really trying to say. This week's quote. It's definitely gonna be hard for you to like sum up this entire episode in just one
Yeah.
cohesive quote. So I'm gonna give you the floor. I'm
Hmm.
gonna allow you to try. So, ladies and gentlemen, David's quotes.
What stays in the shadow always comes to light. What stays on mute will always be amplified. Check your friends. David's quotes.
Damn, that was good. That was
Try.
actually good. I'm surprised. That was
Yeah.
very Star Warsy. I feel like I would have heard something like that in Star Wars. It was a little Star
Think
Wars.
so? Who would I
Yeah.
be in Star Wars? Real quick.
I feel like you'd be like an off-world alien of some sort.
That's crazy.
Definitely
I
not
was
like a
thinking a
main
little.
character. Definitely not like a main character with an English accent,
I was
but
thinking a
just
little bit Skywalker, but okay,
nah.
whatever.
Maybe like Han Solo's like cousin or some shit.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing,
It's not like a
but
bad thing,
I'm
but
gonna
he's
take it
not.
as a good thing because here's another bonus David's quotes. It's all about perspective.
Damn, that's
Yeah,
good.
man. So
So David, please let them know where they can find you.
All right, boom. So y'all can find me on TikTok. Well, you can find podcasts on TikTok now at the Anything Goes podcast, where you can find me too, I guess.
Hmm.
My Instagram is DavidAngelo223. Twitter DavidAngelo97. And boom, where can I find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Fredo Medina 29. And you can also, again, follow the Anything Goes podcast on Instagram. We have Facebook? I think we have Facebook.
We don't have Facebook.
We don't really use it like that,
I
but
think you should know it. We don't have Facebook,
on
but
TikTok,
which we're building.
uh,
We're building the TikTok page. So
building the TikTok, so please support. And in the Instagram, you can hit the link in the bio, and it'll send you to all of the links where you can watch all of the episodes, past, present, and future.
but yeah, well, we can't see the future now, but you'll see it.
You know, in a couple of years, we'll be able to do it with like Starlink and stuff like that. You'll be able to see the future. But um, yeah, uh, hit the link. It also has the links to anywhere you can hear it on where you listen to podcasts,
Mm-hmm.
so you can do that. And then also follow the gaming channel, the Anything Goes Twitch channel, right?
Yeah,
What
gonna
is
be
it?
active soon.
Gonna be active very soon, so be on the lookout for that. We will definitely post when I am streaming and going live. Um, so yeah, just come out, support, let's play some games, and we'll be in there. We'll be asking questions, having, dialogue and stuff like that. Asking you guys, what would you like us to talk about for, next episodes? We'll take questions on there, kind of write them down, keep them logged for like next episodes and stuff like that. So definitely pull up and support. I'll be on there probably most of the time,
I'll
but
be on there a couple times.
David will be on there. We'll try and get him to play some games, get some tournaments going and 2K
I'll
and
even
shit.
come to Jersey to play with Freddie sometimes, because I still do want to get this 2K tourney in.
We got to. It's definitely gonna happen.
I'll win
But
it.
I'm definitely with it.
All right,
So this has been a very great episode.
best
Five
53
stars,
episode of all time.
five five stars all around.
Rate it.
And yeah, rate it, give us a good rating. Um, and we'll catch you on the next one.